approximately 10 o'clock this morning, the Albuquerque Police Department received information that the primary suspect involved in Sunday evening shooting involving an officer with the Albuquerque Police Department was located at 13110 Constitution Northeast. He was inside an apartment at this location, at which time members of the Albuquerque Police Department gang unit and rope team responded to this location. They arrived at the apartment and were able to develop information that led them and confirmed that the primary suspect was located in apartment 301 at this address. At about 10:30, they made an attempt to contact the individual in the apartment and ask him to exit. He refused to exit, at which time officers started using PA announcements to try to get the occupants from that apartment to exit. At about that time, we received information, again through confidential sources, that the subjects inside that apartment were calling for other people to come and assist them and help them escape possible apprehension by the police. Throughout the next several minutes, we saw people looking out the windows, and at approximately 10:50, the Albuquerque Police Department requested the SWAT team and crisis negotiators to come to the scene. At about 11:04, we received the first official contact with the people inside of the apartment, saying that they did want to talk to officers. As we attempted to talk to them, they would hang up on us multiple times and refuse to come out. At about 11:20, the decision was made to put two area schools on lockdown. Those were Chelwood Elementary and Christian Academy. At about 12 noon, as officers were attempting to continue negotiations and try to get the people to exit the apartment, they could see subjects inside the apartment were barricading the windows with mattresses and other types of items. At that same time, the Mexico State Police was called to assist because of the ongoing nature of the call. At about 12:30, decision was decided and search warrants were obtained to start to deploy gas in the apartment. At about that same time, officers came under fire from people inside of the apartment. At approximately 12:32, a second volley of shots were fired from the apartment, and again, about 15 minutes later, additional rounds were fired at officers. During the course of the ongoing incident, shots were being fired from multiple windows in the apartment, and it appears that the subjects were able to actually burrow their way through a wall into another apartment, and we received fire from another apartment, which now expanded the danger zone and the kill zone of this particular situation, because now we had rounds coming out from different windows in different directions. At approximately 1:55, one subject did exit the apartment and was taken into custody. At about 1 minute after 2, a second subject exited the apartment, but then quickly went back inside and again continued to refuse to come out. At approximately 10 minutes after 2, additional shots were fired from the apartment, again in the direction of officers. That happened on at least 2 more occasions. Within about a minute, different volleys of shots, and about 10 minutes after, another single shot was fired in the direction of an APD officer. One APD officer did fire rounds at that time back at the apartment with no response. At approximately 2:30, additional shots were fired from the apartment at officers, and we could see a subject continuing to look out the windows of the apartments in different areas. At approximately 25 minutes after 3, the subject appeared in a doorway with a handgun in his hand, at which time a New Mexico State police officer fired 1 round at the subject, hitting him 1 time.
Why y'all kill my general? Like, why did you kill my baby?
The team was able to make entry, and they did locate the subject on the ground with a handgun in close proximity to him. During the course of over 5 hours, we attempted to make and did make contact with him over 90 times via telephone, and at least 25 different occasions made public announcements over the PA system, again trying to get these individuals to voluntarily give themselves up. So, very dangerous situation.